awakening.
I've never been here before. I actually don't even know why I'm here. Yeah, it's interesting. Usually I would plan a lot more before going out on these types of adventures, but this one I just randomly chose it and went. You know, when I operate like that, I take it as a sign that God or universe is trying to move through me, that is trying to bring me to a place. I guess an experience is here waiting for me. Yeah. Be. Whenever I feel like my mind is going haywire, just trying to grasp on to the next to do, or like the thoughts are endless, I think I intuitively and subconsciously crave being in nature and just decompressing. It's really nice to see other people doing the same thing that I'm doing. Most of these people here are by themselves, also trying to find peace in nature. You know, I know that humans, we are creative for sure, but I feel like when I'm so focused on doing, and what it turns into is it turns into this performing instead of me creating to be from an authentic, grounded place. I still want to do, it's ironic, I want to do, but from a place where it feels like my mind and my heart is still like the ocean. I want to do from that place. It needs only one conscious breath to be back in contact with yourself and everything around you, and 3 conscious breaths to maintain that contact. This is the book Anger by Thich Nhat Hanh. But that is so powerful because when you view it like that, just 1 to get back into contact and 3 to maintain that contact, mindfulness becomes a lot more simple. The tools to stop overthinking or to stop planning the future become so accessible. Because, okay, I just need 3 conscious breaths. 3. I've been posting a lot on Instagram these days, and I think that is the reason why I feel a little bit dysregulated, because even though I love this new expression over there, I just feel like every time I post or every time I share a bit of myself online, I feel like, I don't know, like a little nervous. It is a dream to be able to support myself and my loved ones from content creation. And also at the same time, there are struggles that come with being perceived, even though it's like positive perception. I don't know, I've always been the type of person where I've never liked to be perceived. Throughout school, I try to stay out of the spotlight as much as possible. There's a part of me that still values that type of life. So it is ironic to see how my purpose is to be very expressive and is to be seen a lot online. But it makes me wonder then, like, if me posting online is causing a bit of dysregulation, then perhaps the method of my expression isn't skillful. Because wouldn't it be possible from A to Z for it to be in a way where it brings more peace, where it's a vessel of meditation instead of me having to feel like I have to meditate afterwards? You know what I mean? Like, can it be a vessel of meditation? Yes, it can. Ooh, I think I'm having a breakthrough right now. Yes, it can. Oh my goodness, I am having a major breakthrough, guys. From editing this video, I am noticing the reason why I felt uneasy and anxious from my creative expression online is because I was forcing myself to be in a role where I was the quote-unquote teacher, where I was someone who had value and had things to teach and share. And it's true that I do have particular strengths that I could probably uplift others in, but I don't want to position myself as a teacher, especially through this type of creative expression. I just want to be vulnerable and to have it be very casual. I think me putting myself in that role as someone who shares their wisdom and knowing put a lot of pressure on me. It's interesting how every time my inner world gets blurry and a little bit uneasy, it's because something needs to change. I'm grateful that through this creative process right now, I have found what needed to change. Oh no, a wasp died in here. Aww. I think this radish is bolting. Should I pull it out? I don't know. I'm gonna pull. Oh my god, this is so cute. Okay. Oh my god, these, wow. Oh wait, how did a clover get it? What is this? Oh, these are so cute. I don't even know if these will taste good because they have been in here for more than a month. Almost 2 months maybe? And I was waiting for them to grow bigger, but they just stopped. Little radishes. The first thing I have to do here is remove the mold that I thought was going to disappear, but it just dried. Like, doesn't that give you the heebie-jeebies? Like this part especially, it looks so gross. Ooh, I don't like that. Mold might have grown on top because I watered it too much, and not only that, but because I did a top dress with just compost and I didn't mix it in. So I'm going to probably remove everything, all the seedlings that stopped growing for some reason, because maybe the soil is too, like the top dress for the compost is too loose. Honestly, I might just remove the grids because the nail rusted over here. So I think it's just best if I just remove this whole structure. Not going to lie, it's a bit disappointing and disheartening that my garden isn't doing as well as I hoped this year, but I am trying to not let it deter me from this hobby, because I know that once I understand the workings of how much to water plants, what type of soil to use, what vegetables I even like growing in the first place, I know that once I get that down, that this hobby will be so rewarding in the future. So yeah, right now it's a rough start, but I trust that if I keep at it, that future me will be very, very happy. I went to a meditation gathering at this garden, didn't know anyone there, just showed up, and it was really nice. I have been missing my past community, but not necessarily the specific individuals, but just the comfort and support that I once felt. So I have been trying to make it a priority to attend these types of gatherings so that I don't feel isolated and despair from my decision to walk away from my past community. It's not exactly the easiest thing ever to show up without knowing anyone, but I feel like it's the same as working out a muscle. The more you do it, the easier it gets in a way. And also, people in this type of space are truly the most welcoming and kind-hearted people for the most part that I have ever met in my life. So it feels safe to kind of take that gamble here. The roses in this rose garden were in full bloom, and I was admiring all of the different colors of roses that are possible. I mean, I didn't even know. I mean, I knew that different color roses were possible from like breeding flowers in Animal Crossing, but seeing it in person was a whole nother thing. And I saw these bluish petals that reminded me of oysters, and I was so fascinated by this shape. I didn't force myself to stay with the group the whole time. If I wanted to go take photos and film, I allowed myself the freedom to do that. It feels really good to like be a secure adult in these like new social settings, knowing that, you know, if I feel a little bit drained or if I want a little bit more quiet time, that I could schedule that for myself and also go back to the group with a full cup because I've taken that space for myself. My feet are so tired. I feel like I need to get better walking shoes because I want to be able to walk for hours on end without having to take breaks because my feet are in pain. I have like this little bunion, I guess, that comes out over here. So the shoes got to be wide. And then even the wide shoes, they start aggravating this part after some time. So I'm just like resting my legs. I think I have an hour left with my parking, but yeah, I'm alone. I was spending the first like part of today with other people. It's really interesting because I feel like when I spend time with others, even in not a close proximity, like I didn't know any of these people, met them all for the first time, but it makes me reflect on what my values are, what's important to me, how I want to show up for others. And also it like is so wholesome to witness people just like putting their hearts on their sleeves and being so open and loving towards like other strangers too. But it is really nice to be on my own. I feel like after I hang out with people and then I'm like, okay, I really want alone time now. I want to be in solitude. I want to perceive this world, you know, without having to like mirror or bounce off others. That's when I notice my mind getting really still when I am alone, because it's like, whew, finally. I've realized that a big reason why I started overthinking, well, not overthinking, but just like living more in my head, was because I did not feel that satisfied with how little I was taking myself out into the world. I've always been okay with hanging out by myself, but because I spent so many years, you know, making plans with others, that I think I gotten pretty accustomed to that, so that now that I don't really have people to hang out with, I find it comfortable to just like stay in my hometown or stay in my yard, you know. And that's why like my thoughts get loud, because I'm not really, I think that's like a part of my brain saying that like we need more stimulus, that you're getting restless because there's not enough here. It's enough. Where I am is enough. But it feels a little bit like a waste knowing that I have the resources to like go on these beautiful adventures, and I don't really do it for myself. Like I'll do it if like there's a community gathering, which there was one today, which is why I came all the way out to this place. But I think I want to show up more for myself in that department. And I know I said this before probably in the past, but it really goes to show that I think I have been a little bit restless, and also not exposing myself to the world, thus thinking maybe too much in my head. Because I feel like the more I witness others, I'm in there having these like in-body experiences, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna be enjoying this place, avoiding the bird poop. I have leftovers from the restaurant. Eating outdoors is one of my favorite things ever, and I think I read somewhere, maybe in a Thich Nhat Hanh book, this was his teaching, that mindful eating is one of the easiest ways to incorporate peace into your day, away from the overthinking, over planning. When you're with the food, be fully with the food. It's an opportunity for us to just release all of these stressors, all of the like hypothetical thinking, and just enjoy what is in front of us. It's hard. It's definitely a hard habit to, I guess, integrate, because we are so accustomed to consuming while we eat. I want to invite this mindful eating practice more into my life, because when I do it, it feels freeing. It's like, now is the time. For the next 5 minutes, I just could be totally at peace. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. It means the world to me, because I know that these days our time and attention is one of the most expensive treasures, right? I hope that you are free and that you are flying and thriving. Until next time.